Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today we're going to take a look at another Hot Wheels Premium Series, the Fast and the Furious, the original Fast segment. So they've already come up with one Fast and the Furious series so far this year, 2019. I don't know how many waves of these there are going to be, but I know for sure there's going to be a third. I don't know if there's going to be a fourth or what, but this is the second. So you're first looking at the Nissan 240SX, but before we get into that, we'll take a look at the card art. The card art is actually unique, I believe, to every vehicle front and back. So that is kind of a neat feature, I guess, for you cardboard collectors. There's all the licensing information in the back, and card art looks great. But of course, we're in it for the cars. So these are the cars from the original Fast and the Furious movie, from what I gather. And again, and I've mentioned it any time I've ever reviewed Fast and the Furious cars, I've never seen any of the movies, so I don't know anything about them. So I'm not here to talk about the movies. I'm here to talk about the actual castings themselves. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. So starting with this Nissan 240SX S14. This is the debut of this casting, and I will say something about this little original Fast. This is going to be the original release for a couple of castings here. 3 of them, actually, I believe. Starting with this one here. So, here it is. This movie came out. When did Fast and the Furious come out? I don't remember. I know it was like, wow, I think I was still in high school and stuff, so it had to be like, what, 90s? Late 90s, maybe slightly after that. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't really matter. The cars are kind of wild, brightly colored, crazy graphics. This one's not too brightly colored, but it does have a really nice kind of finish to it. The paint is actually slightly translucent. You can see a little bit of the metal shining through the paint, which is really cool. The wheels are a new wheel that debuted last year, and they look really nice. And casting as a whole, these are all going to be metal body, metal base cars. This is a cool car. It's a cool casting. That license plate, I'm guessing, is accurate to the film. Really neat little car. It looks a lot like the Nissan Silvia, which is a previous casting. This is very, very close to that car. I think one of the notable differences is actually the rear of the car. It looks a bit different. Especially the formatting of the lights. But all in all, it's a very, very nice little car, and I definitely dig it. And this is its debut. Will be cool to see this car in a different livery with not as much graphics on it, but I think it does look pretty cool. And for Fast and the Furious movie franchise fans, you guys are definitely going to dig these, right? I would assume. So, pretty cool. And number 2, we get the 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse. This is also a casting debut from what I can tell. Here's a quick look at the card art in this brightly green colored car. Pretty neat. And here's a look at the back. Not much different about the back of any of these card art except for the car that's featured here, and then obviously the cars there are going to be different based on the one that's missing. So there you go. 95 Mitsubishi Eclipse. Let's go ahead and open it up. Pretty cool. Right off the bat, it's got kind of like a faux carbon fiber hood thing going on with the graphics, which doesn't look super fantastic, I must say, but it looks okay. All in all, I mean, the way that Hot Wheels is putting their graphics on these premium releases nowadays, it really doesn't look all that good, to be honest with you. I mean, they look great. They look great from afar. When you look at them close up, there's a lot of pixelation kind of that is going on, or graininess to the image, I guess. You can really kind of see that the resolution of these images isn't fantastic. So that's my one gripe with these premium cars. So again, metal base, metal body. This has a copyright date of 2018, so yes, it's definitely a brand new casting. And here it is in green. Very cool. It's wildly colored. Will be cool to see this casting with a more kind of civilian-ish livery. Not as much graphics, not as busy. and possibly with different wheels. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of these wheels being on this car. I don't think that looks too great, but it's an alright looking release. It might actually be my least favorite though of this 5-car set. But there it is. There's your 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse. And then we get this car here. This is the 95 Mazda RX7. This is a really cool tooling, and this is not the debut of this tooling. However, it is the first time that we are seeing it with a metal base. Back of the card. Just a quick peek. Not much to look at there. We're going to go ahead and open this up. I apologize again to you people that are Fast and the Furious fans. You probably want me to tell you whose car this was in the movie, and I couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure, though, that this was Brian's Eclipse. That's all I know. All right, I've never seen the movie. All right, so here it is, the Mazda RX-7. This car actually debuted in the 2017 mainline, where it got a regular mainline release and a K-Day release, a Kmart Collector's Day release. And then 2018 mainline, it's in there twice. And then 2019, we get a regular color, and there should be a Zamac coming out on this. I don't think it's out yet, but there will be a Walmart exclusive Zamac car. And this, though, is the first time we are seeing it actually with a tooled metal base. And it's pretty nice. It's got a lot of weight to it. Again, the graphics I'm not crazy about. The wheels I'm not super crazy about either. These spirograph wheels. I don't know if you knew what a spirograph was. Yeah, so the spirograph wheels look okay on some cars. On this car, I guess they look okay. I just don't think as a whole, maybe it's movie accurate, or it looks as close as like a Real Rider wheel that they had to the movie. I wouldn't know, but that is a possibility. But I would like to see this in another premium line, of course, without all these crazy graphics. Again, you got a California plate that's probably accurate to the film. And all in all, a pretty cool car, and I think this is definitely a pretty good looking one. Alright, this next one, number 4 in the series, is Volkswagen Jetta MK3 Mark III. This might be my favorite in the release. This is also a brand new casting, so the third brand new casting that this series gets to debut, which is pretty cool. And it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and open up this one. This is one I'll definitely want to see in one without like graphics and just looking like a basic car. Yeah, I really like this tooling. I think this tooling looks really cool. Of course, it's got a metal body, metal base. There you go, copyright 2018. Graphics on it look okay. If they did release this without full deco, I think we'd see some real problems up front with how plain that would look. There's not a lot of texture to the tooling, from what I notice, or what it feels like anyway. I mean, there's a little bit up here, but not a whole lot. So I think this would be missing a lot if it didn't have the front detail. And there's the rear detail. That looks really nice. I do definitely like it. I think this is definitely my favorite in this release. The casting's got a roll cage in it. And yeah, I'm going to say this one's my fave for sure. Alright, then lastly, number 5. Nissan Skyline GTR BCN R33. Right here in yellow. There's the card art. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and open it up. This is not a new tooling. Well, it is fairly new, but it's not new to this series. We saw it in 2018 in the main line, 2 different variations, and then 2019 in the main line, plus a Zamac release. Not to confuse this one with the R32. These R33 and the R32 are very similar looking vehicles. So, and they released the R33 and the R32 right around the same time. Or is it the R34? R32, right? R32, yeah. R32 and the R33, they released somewhat around the same time. R32 debuted, I think, in 2019. the R33 at the end of 2018. But here it is. Here is the R33 here in 2019 in this original Fast and Furious series. And it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good in yellow. I think it's pretty cool. So these cars are pretty cool as a set, and I think it was a really cool idea for Mattel to do this. Like I said, even though I'm not like I'm not into the movie franchise, I still can respect the fact that the movies were wildly successful and you know, have kind of a whole like car culture around them, and you know, and I'm into cars, so I probably should watch them. I just am not much of a movie watching guy as far as like action movies and stuff like that go. More of a, I don't know, drama kind of guy, or you know, comedy or whatever. So either way, that's nor here nor there, but these cars are pretty cool, and I think it was really cool of Mattel to pull this series off for the Fast and the Furious franchise. The next series, I've seen some pictures of it. If that is actually what's going to happen, I'm very excited for it because there is a Trans Am in there, and of course, I'm going to be a huge fan of that. But anyway, let me know about this series. You guys excited about this series? Were you not excited about this series? Which one of these cars were you most excited to come out? Which one of these toolings do you think is the best? Which one looks the best? And I'm definitely going with that one. This is the one I was the most excited for. Was when I seen pictures of this. I think it's definitely cool. It is also really cool to see this car get a metal base as well. This is a really nice looking vehicle, and nice to see it in a premium line. The Eclipse I'm not too crazy about. This is okay. This looks really good too, but yeah, these two are the winners for me. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.